You thought I was only going to talk about video games in this segment, but guess what? Friggin' anime! That's right, in this video, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite animes ever, One Punch Man. One Punch Man is a comedy webcomic turned manga turned anime that is just friggin' awesome. It follows the story of Saitama, a seemingly regular dude who has taken up being a superhero as a hobby. And oh yeah, he can also defeat anyone with one punch. That's kind of important. The whole series revolves around Saitama and his everyday adventures like taking down monsters, evil villains, and grocery shopping. Now of course, that's not all the show has to offer. In the world of One Punch Man, Saitama isn't the only hero. In fact, due to so many monsters and villains popping up, superheroes are a pretty common occurrence. So of course, along the way, we get introduced to some other awesome characters such as Genos the Cyborg, Speed of Sound Sonic, and of course, my favorite, Licenseless Rider. You might be wondering, what's so special about him? Well, his superpower is just not having a driver's license. That's literally it. He gets around via his bike, and he always shows up late to fights, not to mention that he gets the crap kicked out of him by everyone, which is just kinda hilarious all on its own. But another reason that I like him so much is that even though he has no powers and he gets constantly beaten up, he still tries to be a hero. Why? Because he legitimately wants to help people. If I were to cosplay as anybody for Comic-Con, I think it would probably be Licenseless Rider. I love him so much. The entire show is written extremely well, and the jokes are usually spot on for me. Speaking of which, and I don't think I mentioned this before, the show is really mainly a comedy, if you couldn't get that from Licenseless Rider and the fact that Saitama can kill anyone he wants. But even though it's a comedy, it can still get a bit serious when it wants to, and it can even get pretty dang hype. There are plenty of great fights in the show that are sure to make you lean out of your chair and say, "Go on!" And just listen to the opening theme. Like, seriously, look it up right now. I can't play it in this video due to copyright reasons, but look it up. Seriously, jeez, it's so good. Heck, I even have it downloaded to my iPhone. It just gets me that pumped. Back to the show itself, the character designs are amazing, and you have to admire the animator's effort. Let's take Genos, for example. Just look at him. His design is great. Just look at his hair. Normally, hair like that would not transfer into most anime that well, but guess what? They did it, and it looks magnificent. Wow, I can't believe that this is my life now, sitting in my basement talking about how much I love a fictional cyborg's hair. My father was right. But anyway, back on topic, I just love how all the villains are designed so well, only for them to get killed off 10 seconds later. It's just hilarious. And can I just gush about the animation for a second? It is fantastic. The fight scenes just look so amazing in motion. Even though Saitama wins each fight he's in, that's only half of the fun. Since he's so strong, he's desensitized to everything that happens around him. Basically, Saitama could potentially kill anyone at any time, but he doesn't, because he's just so out of it. There's even a scene in the show where he kills a monster just so he can make it to the store to get good deals. Now that is hilarious. He's just so different from all the other characters in the show, even in appearance. He just looks way easier to draw compared to the rest of the cast, and it just makes me laugh every time. So all in all, should you watch One Punch Man? Yes! If you're a fan of action-driven anime that are self-aware like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, this is a great watch. Let me sum it up for you. The writing's good, the characters are great, and the fights are amazing. As of the making of this video, the series is still ongoing, so I can't wait to watch more. This has been Saltydkdan, and you know what? I think I'm gonna go read all the chapters of the One Punch manga.